Planet X had almost lost me at the start because I got Ironhide and Ratchet, and they weren't great. But I was told to hold my opinions on the brand as a whole till I got my Magnus and Skywarp, and I'm glad I did because this thing is one of the best figures I've gotten this year so far. Full stop. It's that good. So this thing looks on point, transformation is fun, articulation is nice. I just hit my microphone, but it isn't without its faults. Not a lot, but there are some, so let's start with those. This back peg broke off, but to be honest, I like it because it was so stiff on mine and would get stuck sometimes in transformation, and one day while I was looking at it, it just fell off. The plastic still feels off, not super bad, but it's not the greatest. And the legs like to unpeg. They like to just come undone every now and again. Oh, and the wings don't angle back, so they sit flush, like flat on the back, and in the game they were angled slightly, which is a little... I don't know why they didn't just add an extra hinge on the wings to bend them back, but whatever. Those are all the issues I have. The rest of this thing is amazing. It's super accurate to the game, and you know I love the games. The amount of detail and sculpting on this is super, super pleasant to look at. You just get lost in it. The size is great too. It's quite a large figure. It's about old Voyager to modern leader class size. My favorite parts of this thing are the head and the torso. They just look spot on to the in-game Starscream model. He also has almost no kibble, just the tiny little wings under the arms, so it's super clean. He comes with his null rays, which I think is modeled after the sniper rifle from the game, and his mace, and I love posing this thing and taking pictures. I'm just going to do that thing that I do where I'm going to take some pictures and just let you sit here and look at them because it's so lovely. Articulation is nice. It has all the standard joints you want and more, which is really epic. You can really get him into some dynamic poses, and yes, if you add a flight stand, you can get even more cool poses, but most of mine are broken because clear plastic, blah blah blah. Transformation is actually fun. It's reasonably complex, but not the worst. A lot of people don't really like that the arms don't tab in vehicle mode, and yeah, they don't, but it's an issue that is resolved on its own because the joints are tight enough to hold everything in place. Even if you pick it up from there, it's not going to come undone. So it balances itself out, and it's really nice. The jet mode is super... Well, I wouldn't say clean, because it's the video game jet, and it's messy, but it looks super on point. It's spot on to what you play as in the game, and this was also my favorite mode to use in Fall of Cybertron multiplayer. I would always play as, were they scientists? I can't remember the class name, but I would play as the guys who turn into jets. The jet is long, but it works pretty well. I do have the original, so it beats the original. The original is fine for what it is, but this still is superior. It just looks, the detail, where the color is placed on the jet, it looks just like it would if it were in the video game. It's awesome. It's really nice. It's super solid in the jet mode. It looks like it's going to fall apart if you hold it because of all the jaggedy edges, but it's fine. The weapons can store under the wings, and I forgot to film that for some reason. But the mace doesn't really go anywhere, but I don't really care. It doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, go get yourself one. They are on sale right now at a not sponsored Big Bad Toy Store, so I will leave the link in the description so you can go check that out and get one for yourself, because this guy and Thundercracker are on sale. I highly recommend at least checking out this mold. My copy is so nice, and a lot of other people have told me that this is one of the best normal size figures Planet X has put out. I know Planet X, Omega Supreme, and Trypticon are amazing, and I really, really, really want to get those, but they're very expensive. This thing is just super nice. But yeah, I honestly say go out and get one of these if you can. Any version of this mold is just awesome. But that's my look at Planet X Skywarp, or whatever they call him. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.